At center, 7 foot, number 40, Ivica Zubac. At the point, at 6 foot, 3 inches, number 11, John Wall. At guard, 6'3", number 24, Norman Powell. Starting at small forward, standing 6'8", number 13, Paul George. At forward, 6'7", number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Allie, take it away.
Well, Anthony Davis grew up in Chicago during the Jordan years, so is that why he wears number 23? He said, quote, "I wore number 3 in grade school. In high school, I asked for that number. Coach said, 'You'll get whatever I give you out of this bag.' He grabbed out a jersey and threw it to me, and it was number 23. Guys, AD said, that'll work."
No doubt. Good stuff, Allie, thanks. So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. The big three for this team out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at forward. Patrick Beverley out there with Thomas Bryant. And for the Clippers, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center position, locking down the middle. And this is one of the most heated rivalries in the league. Clark, two teams that know each other very well.
Boy, I tell you, there is another level of electricity when these teams meet, B.A. We can feel it. It's palpable. The fans are into it. The players are into it. It's just turned up a little bit more.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Leonard for a free throw, taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leonard. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
And Leonard drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
James passes to Westbrook. Back to James. Fades. Off the left rim and out. Wall against Westbrook. And Davis with the block.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And it's the Clippers ball. Leonard outside.
2 minutes remaining in the...
We played just over a minute here in the first. Shot on the wing. George, no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Boy, AD's showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
They recover it. Leonard passes to George. Count it.
And that's superb concentration. It takes a lot to distract George once he's got position inside.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Davis with a screen on Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got his second bucket of the night. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now, here is James. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Up top, Wall. Pounded by Westbrook. Lets it go from 11. Rebound, the Lakers. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. James against Leonard. That one's good for 2.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Now here's George. And here's Zubats outside. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Lakers on top, leading by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Robert Covington, Reggie Jackson out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's Marcus Morris, and it's George in at the 3. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. And Anthony Davis on the NBA's top 75 list. Grant, do you think that was a controversial selection?
Well, I mean, it was mostly due to how young Davis still is. You can't argue with the all-NBA selection and numbers. And, of course, being a recent champion may have put him over the top.
Now Schroeder. Pass to Davis. Here's Toscano. This one for 3. Nails it from 3.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis. Seeing the floor and making the right decision.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Covington finds Jackson. No good with the triple. The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Toscano. Now Walker. And the layup falls. Walker's got his first 2 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And you've got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And the Clippers making a change here. Coffey's checked in. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. It's stolen by James. It's Walker on the wing. Here's Mann. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. They need this. Jackson can't get it to go. The Lakers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Toscano. Right side Schroeder. And there's James from the arc. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. James has got 7.
Quick on the shot. Love watching LeBron go right up with that jump.
Timeout called, the Clippers. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubats, he's checked in for Morris. Leonard comes in for Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Mann. And it's John Wall in for Jackson. Bryant, he's checked in for the Lakers. Russell Westbrook comes in for Schroeder. Now here's Wall. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
James outside. Westbrook finds James. Shot clock at 6. And slam dunk by James.
James throwing it down with that power dunk. You know, the defense can't allow him to get what he wants inside because that's easy pickings for LeBron.
Leonard outside. Shot to end the cold streak. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We're coming right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's who Darvin Ham is starting in the second half. The big 3 for this team out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at forward. Thomas Bryant out there with Patrick Beverley. And the Clippers with the ball. It's an 18-point game.
LeBron led the NBA in assists during his 2020 title season, with the Lakers becoming the second oldest player ever to lead the league in that category.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Fades and shoots. James can't get it to go. And here are the Clippers now. Man, that assist title for LeBron. An incredible accomplishment for someone of his size, Clark.
I bet you didn't know this, B.A., or maybe you did, because you are a factoid machine, but the only player taller than LeBron to lead the league in assists, Wilt Chamberlain. When you throw in winning the Bubble Championship Finals MVP, 2020 might have been LeBron's finest season.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. And there's the lob. And finished off by Davis.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
1:25 left in the third quarter. Leonard on the wing. Check by Davis. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
James passes to Davis. James against Wall. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
You know, LeBron's a very efficient shooter from mid-range, in my opinion. I like when he takes advantage of that area of the floor.
Westbrook against Wall. Down low. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
It's George with the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal
Boy,
foul.
George can really
First
change
team foul.
pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
Paul George, 2 shots.
That's good from George. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Morris, he's checked in for Zubats. Covington comes in for Leonard. Kennard, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Jackson in for Wall. George hits them both.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
And here's Schroeder outside. Out left to the wing. The 3 is up. It's Walker on the wing, defended by Kennard. Back to Schroeder, 6 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. 1 second left. That shot is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Marcus Morris out there with Robert Covington. And it's George in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Pass to Walker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal
That one
foul.
on Morris.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the first one at the line is good. For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Morris. Norm Powell comes in for Kennard. And it's John Wall in for Jackson. James is checked in for the Lakers. Russell Westbrook comes in for Schroeder. And both free throws good for Walker. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Here's George. James with the block.
Boy, a superb shot block. LeBron continues to add to his highlight reel of impressive rejections.
Powell, it's good.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Westbrook against Wall. That one's good from James on the assist by Westbrook. And the Lakers lead by 14.
There aren't many guys that can match LeBron when he's in a really good scoring rhythm. Asserting himself on offense is problems for the defense and good for his team.
For 3, George drills it from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's James. And James throws it down.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. George outside. George with another miss.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Pass to James. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal
When you look at the
foul.
career that LeBron has put together, one of the all-time greats,
At the line
amazingly
for the
lived up to the hype he had
LeBron
coming
James.
out of high school.
At the line for
A
2.
chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
You think about LeBron's career, no matter where he's gone, he has impacted winning at the highest level. Remarkable.
Zubats, he's checked in for Covington. Bryant, he's checked in for the Lakers. Beverly comes in for Walker. Both free throws good from James. And the immense pressure LeBron has had since day one of the NBA. Many others would have folded, Grant.
They're very true, B.A. The expectations he had were just insane. Anything less than a top 5 player all time would be a disappointment.
Personal foul.
That's not fair to ask of any player coming into the league, much less a high
At the line
schooler.
for LA, Norman Powell. At the line for 2.
And he drops it first.
Perhaps the biggest surprise in the league last year, the Lakers missing the playoffs. Before the season, lots of people had them winning it all.
Both good from the line that time. 55 seconds left in the game.
A really solid victory for them here tonight. They kept things simple, took what the defense gave them, and grabbed the win for the Lakers.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Davis.
He was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Beverly outside. Pass to Schroeder. The 3. The shot no good. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.